Hey, come on in, family. Come on in, come on in. Welcome back, welcome back. This is video number 3, Century Village. Video number 3. So on today's video, I'm going to go over some of our exercises that we've been doing in our classes, okay? Some people have been asking for some refinements. Now also, if you're not a part of the Century Village family, you're still part of my family, no matter what. So in other words, if you're physically capable of doing the exercises, you've checked in with your primary care doctor and they gave you the okay to take on some exercise, you're in the right place, family. You are in the right place. So jump on in. This first exercise, we're going to use the assistance of this little bench here, or this little chair. So if you don't have one, go and grab one real quick. Go and grab one and come back. Or if you don't need this for your balance, that's perfectly okay as well. The overall objective would be to, at some point, get away from being reliant upon any type of device to help us support ourselves. All right? But we're using this one here, okay? So we're doing a single leg exercise. And I'm using this hand to support myself on the chair. Now, the leg that's closest to the chair, you know I always stress this. Make sure that your knee is slightly bent, okay? That way your knee doesn't take the pressure from your body weight going right into your knee joint. Also, you'll notice when your knees are bent, you can take some pressure off of your lower back as well. So here we are. This one I call circling the foot. Just circling the foot. It's like stirring a pot. If you would, imagine that you're mixing a thick pot of something very thick. And you're using the tip of your toe just to draw circles. Imaginary here. This is very good for your hips. Also, if you're using some support, do your best not to use so many fingers, maybe 2 fingers. Don't grip it if you're holding on to something. Touch it softly so you get no tension or very little tension in the other side of your body here. And make these circles as large as you can while still maintaining your balance. Just circling. Now, if we circle in one direction, you know we want to go back the other way. So turn it back, opposite direction, same leg, same circle, different direction. Just circling the hips. You may feel this in both of your hips because one is bearing the weight of your body and the other one is circling your leg here. Now we've done both directions. There's also another circle here that we can get involved. Let's go behind ourselves. Circle behind yourself as well. I'll turn sideways here. So circle behind yourself. Circle. Tip of the toe pointing down and just stirring the pot. Stirring the pot. Also notice here, family, my body, I'm not leaning, I'm not tilting. I'm doing my best to keep my body vertically suspended. Because eventually, we'll get rid of this chair because our health is going to increase. We'll get rid of it. Reverse that. Same circle, different direction. Clockwise as well as counterclockwise. Now, it's up to your physical level how many times you decide to circle here. You have to build it up, find your level, your endurance. Now, of course, if you do it on the left, you want to do it on the right. You want to do both sides. So here, let's say that we've done both sides. We'll move into the next exercise. This next exercise, very similar, still standing on one leg, still making sure that our knee is bent on that supporting leg. Do your best to maintain a nice, deep, diaphragmatic breathing pattern. Nice, deep, breathing from your belly, okay? Nice and deep. And also, family, here's another one for you. If the exercise doesn't require you to make some type of healing sound, you know there's 6 healing sounds, right? If you're not making a healing sound, let's leave our mouth closed and breathe in our nose as well as out of our nose. Now, some of you may not be physically capable of doing so. Maybe you have a deviated septum. Maybe you just feel congested. That's perfectly okay. Breathe out of your mouth. That's understandable. But if you're mouth breathing and you can breathe out of your nose, let's focus on getting away from the mouth breathing, family. I'll give you one quick reason why, and then we'll move into the next exercise. So, when we breathe in through our nose, the oxygen goes up into our sinus cavities, And breathing through the mouth, obviously it doesn't. It goes in and goes straight down into the trachea, right? So when the air, the oxygen goes into our sinus cavity, our body begins to create more nitric oxide. So I didn't say nitrous, I says nitric oxide. Now nitric oxide is a vasodilator. Vessels, your veins, your arteries, your lungs, your heart, your cardiovascular system, all of that tissue, that body tissue, it begins to open up more because I said it's a vessel dilator. It dilates the vessel. Right. So it opens those up more. And by doing so, you begin to breathe more efficiently, which allows more blood to pass through, which brings in more oxygen, more nutrients. Now it's starting to make sense to you. More flow, family, more health. Let's focus on that nostril breathing all the time. All the time. So here we go. We'll talk more about the nostril breathing. If you're interested, you know what to do. Just leave me a comment and I'll be sure to answer your question. Now this one, I'll turn sideways as well. Very similar because there's 2 circles involved. The only difference here, family, this first circle, we're going to lift our knee up very high. Now we're stirring the pot high. From high, we go low and stir low in the rear. So high in the front, stir high, and then down low. High and low. High and low. Now the figure 8 family. It can go counterclockwise as well. High and low. High and low. High and low. So today, this video, we've covered some excellent exercises in regards to hip mobility. Hip mobility. I'm going to keep it short. You can train these separate, and you can also go and pick up other videos and design your own personal workout. Put them together. Okay? So work this. Now, if you feel any type of, listen carefully, family, any exercise, if you ever feel any type of sharp pain, like an electrical type of stimulation, that's your indicator to back off of that exercise. Back off of that exercise. Your body doesn't like it. You may be pinching a nerve. Now, if you're sore or you get muscle pain, that's different. That's a more dull type of sensation where the muscle has been overloaded. And once again, we go the middle route in our classes. We don't push ourselves too hard. We don't push ourselves too hard because we want to be able to come back and do it again. We're on the road of longevity, right? And there's no competition. We're working on our own thing. So family, thank you all for participating, and thank you all for also supporting the Tai Chi 360 YouTube channel. And if you have not already, or if you don't know how to subscribe to the channel, that helps me out tremendously. Yeah, so subscribe and also like the video. There's a like button on there. Subscribe and like helps me to spread this information out to more people. And here's a third thing, family. If you really like this information, why don't you share it out with some of your friends? Tell them about it. Tell them how to access this information. I really appreciate your efforts to help me to live this passion of having as many people as healthy and possible, healthy and happy as possible. Because as I always say, health is wealth. I'm checking out. This is Sifu Lester from Tai Chi 360. Once again, with another video. Have an excellent day, family. Peace.